Welcome to another episode of What Bike Next. This is the series where Mr. Hargreaves goes against Mr. Man and do battle to try and find a BikeSocial member their very next bike. And of course, the next one could be you. Let's offer some massive thanks, first of all, to our super sponsors, K&N Filters and Bridgestone. In fact, Gary from Bridgestone is going to be back later in the show to answer a question about tyres, of course, from one of our Bike Club members. Okay, let's get on with the show. So here we are at the Crawley branch of Superbike Factory, where we are going to be trying to find the next bike for BikeSocial member, Charlie Robinson. Let's go and meet him.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I live in southeast London. I currently ride my 20-year-old BMW R850R, but I'm looking for something that's got a bit more legs, luggage capacity, as I have two daughters. Both of whom are going to be away at university, one in the west of England, one in Scotland. One is in Scotland, has actually got an exchange year to Vienna next year, so I'm looking for a machine that's going to take me those distances. I'm not massively fussy. I'm not a big fan of the adventure-style bikes, Tourers obviously, but my mind's open. I'd even go for a cruiser. So I hope you guys help me find what bike next.
And here he is. Charlie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Not at all. Well, hopefully we can help you. But
I hope you can.
what brings you here?
I have a small change in circumstances. Daughter's living away at university. I've got a 20-year-old R850R, which I love, but I want something that's comfortable, legs, tourer, distance, but torque.
Is that because you're going to visit your daughters?
I am very much hoping to. One's down in the West Country, but one's on exchange for the year in Vienna in Austria, and I quite fancy that tour.
So we're looking for a big tourer.
Yeah.
Big miles, big fuel tank, comfortable.
I think that's a first for us, isn't it? To have a big tourer. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finding something. Are you sort of wedded to the BMW thing, or
It's an obvious next step. I'm used to Telelever. They do good luggage. They've got big barn doors. The police buy them for a reason. But, I mean, I'm also slightly romantic. I quite like the idea of a cruiser, you know, the whole sort of going down the road, maybe. What I probably am not is the GS type, you know, overland.
Okay, that's cool. That's quite a clear picture then.
I hope so.
Is there anything specific about the bike that you want or don't want? I mean, in terms of rider aids, colours?
My current bike's 20 years old, so whatever I get is going to be a big leap forward for me.
Okay.
Can't be red.
Can't be red.
I had a very bad accident when I was a younger man on a red bike, and it's just one of those quirks.
Fine.
Don't go there.
No worries.
A white Ducati, mind you. No, I mean, I'm in the hands of experts, so it's over to you guys, really.
It's a bit like Guess Who, isn't it? Right, all the red bikes, we can get rid of them.
Yeah, that's quite an easy one to take
I thought
off,
it might
isn't
help, actually, cut the field in half.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And so what sort of budget are we looking at?
We're looking at, I think I originally said about 8. I'm not part-exing, but in reality, as long as my girls don't cost me too much more money, then I might have a bit more to play with.
Okay, so it's all about finding the right bike.
Some of it is, do I need to add kit?
Okay, oh, that's good to know.
So, you know, if it's a naked bike and I need to buy panniers and stuff like that, that I've got to factor into the overall budget.
Charlie, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
In terms of comfort, I always ask about dynamics. How tall are you for the ladies and
I'm
gentlemen?
6'2". I'm just over 14 stone. I'm 53, so a little bit creaky. Bit of leg room's okay. I don't want to be too cramped up. My R850, a little snug.
Right.
Nice bike for an hour. 2 hours, it's you know, chiropractor.
What do you reckon?
I reckon I've got enough to start working. Have you?
I am fascinated by this one. Brilliant. Charlie, look, if you end up with a bike, well, look, we've got goodies already from Bridgestone and from K&N because they like to have you on the show.
Yeah.
But if you do end up with one of our choices, there's much more that they will offer you as a bit of adds a bit of jeopardy and tries to entice you to buy one of our choices too.
Well, let's see how it goes.
In the meantime, go and grab yourself a cup of iced water. It's such a hot one today.
It's a scorcher.
And then we'll do some shopping.
Fab. Thanks very much, gents.
Right, let's see if we can find Charlie his next bike. Charlie's going to test ride 3 used bikes we think might suit him best. One chosen by Simon, one by me, and then a wild card selected this time by Superbike Factory's Arthur Nash. Then at the end, we're going to find out which bike Charlie prefers, and hopefully we'll have answered his question What bike next? Charlie will be testing our 3 bike choices on the What Bike Next test route. It's an hour-long loop and he'll take in the twisty roads of West Sussex. Plenty of A's and B's in town and out. Lots of riding for him to get a feel for his next bike. Kawasaki's ZZR 1400 will devour the miles. This particular bike is 2015 model. It's had a lot of owners and it's well within budget. I think he'd be really keen, or I think he would be really keen. He might not, on first impressions, enjoy something like this. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too risky for a big long journey. Maybe I shouldn't get too caught up on just that one journey. This is going to be a bike, hopefully, he'll live with for many years.
Charlie's talking about doing big motorway miles on the continent to go and see his relatives. So he wants a tourer, but he's also put down he wants a cruiser. What about a power cruiser like the Diavel, 2013, just over £6,000? I mean, it's a lot of engine, but it's not much wind protection for the motorways. Well, I think I'm going to keep looking.
Red?
No.
Oh. Red?
No.
Red.
Right, Charlie. Okay, now then, let's get this out of the way first. You said you didn't want a red bike.
I didn't want a red bike.
Can it have red, a hint of red in it?
It's got the tail light, that's red.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Good point. Shall we have a look?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so you said you didn't want an adventure bike. I'm going to call this an Africa Twin at some point because it is the same engine. But look at this, NT1100.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely confident, and I don't often say this, I think you're going to go home with this bike.
Yeah.
Because I walked in the showroom, looked at it and thought, we have to get that. That is your bike through and through. And I'll tell you for why.
Yeah.
This is quite a rare colour scheme because it's predominantly white. That's the factory colours.
Yeah.
It's got this Moto Graphics kit on it, which some people might say is a fairly dowdy-looking bike, the standard NT1100, because they come in grey and dark blue.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. It is bright. It is colourful. It completely transforms the bike.
Really does. It makes it pop. A great old pal of mine, he's on his 3rd one of these.
Oh, OK.
He does a lot of continental stuff.
And he likes them.
Absolutely swears by
This
it.
has done Europe. It's got a GB sticker on it, so it's been to Europe.
Yeah.
It's done about 11,000 miles.
That's not a lot on an
It's a
engine like that.
2023 bike.
Yeah.
The parallel twin, 1084cc, about 100, 101 horsepower, but loads of torque. It's really funky. It's a really fun thing to ride.
Torque
it's kind
is
of
my thing.
unexpectedly torquey. It's a decent tank range, 20-litre tank. You're going to get a couple of 100 miles out of that, so there's lots of riding.
Yeah.
Comfortable as it comes, all-day comfort. But it's in really good condition. It's got a quick shifter, so it's not DCT.
Right.
In my opinion, that's the best combination for this bike.
Yeah.
The levers are red, not to everyone's taste. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there, but you go back to a standard Honda if you want.
Yeah, they can be changed.
The only thing is the price.
How much?
Well, what was your budget?
8 and a bit.
8,490.
Yeah.
Look at that. That, I think, is a good deal for this bike.
Good shot, Mr. Hargreaves.
You will be riding this to Vienna.
Vienna.
Yes.
Quite possible. Didn't want the Africa Twin, didn't want a GS, but this is more road orientated. This is very much more down my line. Cool. Yeah, no, I like it. I look forward to riding it.
Let's go for a ride then.
Good stuff.
Let's take it out.
Well, let's see if bike number 1 can win Charlie over. Or perhaps you'll question its touring and luggage space capability.
Despite Charlie's enthusiasm, the NT is going to be a tough sell. But let's see if Charlie changes his mind after riding the Honda, with its mix of abundant touring ability with the luggage and the all-day comfort. I've ridden NTs all over Scotland, the Lake District, the Peaks, Wales, and I've a friend who loves sports bikes, but he bought an NT to go up touring in Europe, and now he loves it so much you can't get him off it. But the NT is also way funkier than you think. That 100 bhp parallel Africa twin motor is lively and up for it, and Honda's signature neutral handling, heartbeat reliability, and, uniquely for an NT, this one even looks fresh and exciting. And you know what? I was wrong. 8.5 grand. Charlie's choice isn't tough, it's easy. Buy the Honda. But something tells me Charlie's a man whose opinions are non-negotiable, even in the face of overwhelming evidence. Right, Charlie, let's cut straight to the chase. Let's not talk about the dynamics, the handling, the engine, the build quality, any other issue other than, has it got too much red in it?
Little bit.
Oh my God, I give up. It's no good, it's no good. What can we do?
You can peel it off.
Peel it off.
All right, okay, let's rewind then. Let's rewind.
Yeah.
So, how did you find the Africa Twin?
I
did it.
Africa Twin.
NT1100. NT1100.
I mean, a really pleasant surprise. I think it's got all of the advantages that the Africa Twin would offer, but without being the adventure bike. So it's got quite a lot of space on board. The wind protection is remarkable. I mean, they're really quite subtle bits of body kit, but you put your hand out of the airflow and it's nice and cold on a day like today. Good space, the engine's got all the torque I want. It's got nice power, never had a quick shifter before. Love it. Like we talked about off camera, why would you have the DCT when you've got that? It's a really compelling offering and it's going to be so interesting comparing it to what comes next.
You're not familiar with a lot of gadgets and buttons and aids.
Oh,
Did you
God,
use
no,
any of that?
Absolute nightmare. I mean, I used the indicator-ish because I kept trying to cancel it on my right handlebar because BMW and Harley.
Yes, of course.
But and I didn't need to, you know, flash anything or anything like that. No, I mean, I'd obviously have to sit down and probably do an online course.
You do need a bit of a course because this has got about 41 buttons. So it is a little bit tricky.
It's got more
to
processing power than my A-level scientific calculator.
I honestly believe that this is an excellent choice for you because could you see yourself riding down the auto routes and the autostradas of the continent?
I absolutely could, but I also felt that it handled very nicely. So in a lot of the passing shots, you know, it tips in nicely. I felt really good grip on the tyres. It's much lighter than my R850. It felt really good for quite a tall bike. It's hung very well, and that's not even adjusted to me.
Brilliant.
So,
well, I like this choice. I think you've done a good job here.
Yeah.
However, I have a rather something special up my sleeve.
You do?
It wouldn't fit up my sleeve, actually. It's quite a big one. Let's head back to base and see what my choice is.
Okay. The competition's hot, as in every episode.
As in the weather.
Yeah, oh, jeez, yeah.
Hey. Oh, mate, I've got a bit of a problem. I've got a soft front end. I'm not sure if it's me sag or me pre-bound, or maybe it's me compression and bump damping. I don't know. Is there somewhere I could go just to find out what's wrong?
I know just the place. It's called BikeClub. It's like a social media and a forum kind of got together and had a baby. And it's just a place where people can come and post and share and get together, and it's just enthusiasts all together. But we've got industry experts there as well.
Does it cost anything?
No. Well, it'll only cost you an email address. That's it. So it's actually free. Just search for Bennetts Bike Club and we'll see you there. Now, Charlie, I'm going to give it to Simon. I think he's chosen you an excellent option there.
I really caught me off guard. It's a very nice bike.
Yeah, he's done well, the lad.
Yeah.
However, I have a gem for you. And it's not that tricky to work out what it is or what it might be, but shall we get to it?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew it. You knew it was coming.
I think given what I've got already, it's a very natural successor.
That's what I figured.
For what I want. And so, yeah, as happy as I am, not surprised.
I was looking around and there were several other options that I came close to.
Yeah.
And I figured that as much as I would like to give you the options, give you the different types of bike, you know what? Stick with what you know. Stick with what I think you really do want secretly.
I also think I spanned you a bit by saying that I wasn't that keen on the adventure bikes.
Maybe that caused
I'd love to try one.
Yeah, well, maybe if we did a fourth bike and had on the longest day and we had extra lights and all that,
Absolutely.
and the stars were aligning, and that's fine.
Yeah.
However, what we do have
Yeah.
is the R1200 RT.
Yeah.
So it sticks with your BMW theme, it sticks with your shaft drive, familiar-ish with the kind of style.
Well, the forks, it's got special weird forks.
Special wood forks, power lever and telelever.
Good forks,
Yeah.
good forks.
It's got a bit more weight to it. It's got the adjustable screen. It's got the semi-active suspension.
Yeah.
This is way under budget, 6290.
Woo.
Allows you to probably make the most of maybe a bit of extra luggage.
I need more luggage and you know, I'd like to have a look. It's got the sat nav.
It's got the sat nav built in,
That's
which is
good,
quite
yeah.
handy. And it's got riding modes, and it's got, but it's got, as you've seen, it's got the hard luggage, the panniers on there. So I'm thinking that your criteria is being ticked. What else can I tell you? 124 brake horsepower. 2 owners from new, this one.
Oh, that's quite low.
Yeah, and less than 25,000 miles.
Slightly
It's a 2015
Yeah.
bike. What do you say? Time for a ride?
I think definitely, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, yeah, definitely. Love the colour too.
Excellent. It's not red.
It's not red.
It's time for bike number 2. Now, will the RT be everything that Charlie dreamt of? There are certain occasions where I like to go a little off-piste to choose a bike that our contestant wouldn't have thought of or considered. But not on this occasion. For Charlie seems to know what he wants, albeit he'd still like to try a few other options. So, the BMW is an obvious choice, and even though I was so tempted to deliver a Tiger 900 or even a sportier Tourer, I think Charlie would have been disappointed not to see the RT under the cover. Anyway, this particular bike is a 2015 model and well within budget. It's only had 2 owners from new who've covered less than 25,000 miles. There's plenty of power, a load of torque, and for Charlie, a degree of familiarity, all with the characteristics of a boxer engine, shaft drive and telelever suspension. Cruise control, traction control, riding modes, and a vast amount of weather protection might be perfect for his planned European and cross-UK tours. So Charlie, you must have felt quite at home on the BMW, did you?
There's a lot of familiarity. Obviously, these modern bikes, they've put this indicator on one side. It's just so
How dare
strange.
they?
But I think things like the lack of dive, but on a newer bike, a lot more feel on the front end with the RT and the telelever. Shaft drive, the power lever. Yeah, a lot of familiarity. But I think what really struck me is how the overlap between the NT and this.
Right.
In terms of, this has got a little less space, but it doesn't need as much space. The wind protection on both is amazing. Obviously, this has got a huge fairing at the front. The screen goes up and down. It's just, you know, it's revelatory. But the NT's, you know, it's really very good. Ease of riding, you know, they're different bikes there. If I was new to a bigger bike, I'd probably go for the NT. I think you want a little bit of experience to understand what this machine can do. I'm not a great rider, I think you've seen that today, but I think I'm good enough to make progress on both. So it's a really difficult one. It is kind of very much what I was expecting.
Yeah,
it's a lovely bike.
Well, I expect the size, to those who perhaps aren't used to or familiar with Tourers or perhaps don't have that experience, the size can be a little bit overbearing.
It looks big next to it, but on it, moving,
as soon as you get
shrinks
motion.
around you. It really does. You know, the wing mirrors and the bar ends, the wing mirrors are the widest part of the bike. They're wider than the panniers. It's a really easy ride, even though she is a big girl.
It's incredibly agile, isn't it?
It really is.
So bizarre.
It really is.
You
I
know.
mean, following you through some roundabouts on the NT, and I was like, oh, this is quite a tall bike, etc., etc. And you're Ninja. This, I was like, just lean it over some more.
Yeah.
You know, just lean it over some more. Can you feel the ground? Yeah, you can feel the ground.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the other thing is agility and the road holding.
The road holding,
glued.
Charlie, save your surmising until we sit down inside a little bit later on. For now, well, you can continue waxing lyrical about it then, but for now, we've got some another top tyre tip. Gary from Bridgestone is going to answer a Bike Club member's tyre question, and then we've got the wild card. So let's not forget there's a third bike option here.
Hello, I'm Gary Hart-Shawn, Senior Product Manager for Bridgestone North Europe, and we've had a question come in from John Ashley who asks, temporary tyre repairs using DIY plugs that have seen trips around Europe and they've done 8,000 miles or so, but what is the professional position on temporary roadside tyre repairs? Leading on to the acceptability of a professional repair, vulcanised plug installed from inside the tyre, and so on. Right, from a professional point of view or an industry standard, we use the BSAU 159F, which states you can repair anything up to and including a V, but Z-rated should not be repaired at all. Most motorcycles, certainly big adventure bikes and sports bikes, will come with a Z, so it's not recommended that you repair any. But even if you did repair it, the chances are it will be perfectly okay. But you're only repairing the hole, you are not repairing the tyre. That tyre has a carcass in it with yards and yards and yards, hundreds of yards of a steel cord or a rayon cord or whatever it's made of that goes from one side to the other. It's one piece. That piece is now broken. That piece is now compromised. You're not repairing that. You're only repairing the hole. So the integrity of the tyre over a period of time could break down, but that's the risk that you take by repairing the tyre. I hope that answers your question. If anybody needs any further information on tyres, you can look me up on Bennetts BikeClub.
It's time for bike number 3, and this is the wild card, as chosen by Arthur Nash from Superbike Factory here in Crawley. So let's find out what he thinks Charlie might like.
My name's Arthur. I'm a sales executive at Superbike Factory. I've been here a month, and yeah, it's going really well. The bike I've chosen for Charlie, it's a bit of an interesting one. It's one that stands out in the crowd, not a typical one that you'd see day to day. It sits at wet weight, it is around 320 kilos. Charlie emphasised that he was looking for torque over horsepower. So with the torque that this provides and produces, it makes the wet weight go away. Overall, the bike is extremely comfortable. It is good for long journeys and touring, and it's great for low maintenance. Being that he only wants to put 5,000 miles on it a year, it's going to be great for that. And I think he's going to really enjoy how comfortable it's going to be.
Charlie, it is the wild card time, and it is
Certainly
pretty.
is.
Well, do you know what? We know
Yeah.
what it is, and it's baffled me already.
Yeah.
It's long. You mentioned
long.
that off camera already.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get this
Okie doke.
excitement over with.
Oh.
Oh,
What have you got? What have you got? What have you got?
Oh my golly
Wow.
gosh, a Rocket 3.
Oh yes.
Ice.
Oh, it's the 2.3
Ice
version, isn't it?
2.3. Two
Yeah.
triples.
2 triples,
And
so
so
another
we're
Triumph.
up to 8 cylinders.
2015 bike, 11,000, nearly 12,000 miles.
Wow.
3 owners, 2.294 cc,
Nice.
Jesus.
or litres, actually.
Yeah.
Well, 3 for 3 cylinders.
Says here 146 bhp. That sounds like quite a lot.
That sounds really like a heck of a lot.
Hey, I
It
tell
literally
you,
says here, you wanted torque, exclamation mark.
For sure, yeah.
221 newton meters, it says
I
here.
mean, it will do the
Wow.
highway miles, won't it?
That is a monstrous
Big
thing. Now,
tank. Has it got
That is
MPG
a
on
very
there?
big
Cheat
bike.
sheet.
MPG, absolutely zero. No, it hasn't got MPG, I don't think. It says 140
Oh,
miles range, sub 30 miles per gallon.
Sub 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be filling
Okay.
up quite a bit on the way down to
Yeah,
Austria.
yeah, I think I would be. Yeah,
That is
I
well-
mean, interesting to try.
Hey.
I thought a cruiser. You know, I mean, you don't have. Have you had cruisers on the show before?
Not many.
I don't think we've had
Really,
any.
Not many, and it's a part of the market. It's got its place, but for real distance, I worry about ergonomics
Okay.
a bit. But we'll see.
Big wide seat, feet forward position. It's different, isn't it?
Plenty of space. Yeah.
Thing is, do you like having conversations with strangers about your motorbike?
That's yeah. I think
Because you're going to get a lot of attention riding one of these.
I will
Park it in the high street and it'll just be an endless row of people wanting to talk to you about it.
see how we go.
They
see
are
how we go.
iconic, aren't they?
They absolutely are.
Should you go,
And
should we-
11,000 miles. It's just run in.
Is that right?
Yeah,
If that.
yeah.
Is it under budget?
Oh, actually, yeah, good point. 8790, so yes, it is. Well, it's kind of top end of your budget.
Top end budget and luggage, etc. But you know, those are secondarily budgeted.
Shaft drive.
For. Shafty.
It's a lot of motorbike for your money,
It's a
though,
hell
isn't
of
it?
a lot of
Pound
motorbike
for
for
pound.
money. Yeah.
Fancy riding it?
I do.
Slightly
Yes.
trepidatious.
I do. Yes. Why not?
Excellent. Let's go for a ride.
Let's see if bike number 3 can win Charlie over, or is it a little bit too left field? What a brave choice, Arthur. This is exactly why we introduced the wildcard, because it can spring up a real surprise that can still fit the brief. And Charlie asked for torque, so with 221 Newton meters of the stuff, I don't believe there's a production bike with any more. It's a vast and unique machine that's a real experience to ride, and I expect the more Charlie rides it, the more he'll agree with me. That big 240 section rear tyre, 2.3 litre engine, 367 kilo weight might seem outrageous, but it all becomes more admirable when put to the test. That exhaust note is something only Triumph or the BBC Special Effects department can produce, but until you ride a Rocket 3, it's hard to understand just how suitable they can be. Charlie, big bike, and you got off the bike with a big reaction. Talk us through how you felt.
I loved it. And I so hated it.
Oh.
I mean, it's not Marmite. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely feat of excessive human engineering. It is a handful to ride. It's great fun. I mean, you just, it's not vicious. It doesn't bite. It's like a big, cuddly pit bull. You know, some of them can be soft and buttery, but then, you know, crawl onto your lap. But if you twist the wrong bit, wow. On these country lanes, there's some farm. You know how you get those little dips where the tractors have gone. This 240 back wheel sits in that. It makes it a bit unpleasant on this kind of road around Crawley, Gatwick, where the bike shop is. You know, lots of traffic. I'm trying to think where I'd enjoy it. I was thinking maybe
on the big autobahns and motorways down to Vienna. That's probably what Superbike
We have spent a fraction of the ride on the M23.
Yeah.
So how did it feel when you were cruising?
It felt like the lorries were scared of me. It really did.
Did you feel comfortable?
I did feel comfortable. I mean, I came down on my R850. I've ridden the NT1100. I've ridden the R1200 RT, and now I've ridden this. They're 3 really different bikes in a way. You know, oh God, it's.
But could you ride this to Vienna on the motorway? Because for me, the thing about the Cruiser is that it's very good at doing that kind of low speed, straight line stuff.
Sure.
But any sort of European pace, should we say, on a motorway.
Yeah.
It starts to get pretty uncomfortable pretty quickly. Could you feel that, or did you?
I could definitely feel that. I mean, as a highway machine, yeah. You know, but I mean, it's got this superb, but it doesn't do much. I mean, for what I'm looking for, I you know, that's the rub. I was so impressed with the wind carving of the first 2. It wasn't a point here.
Yeah,
it's just it's such a different genre. Maybe a Thunderbird. Yeah. With, you know, that might have been
as a cruiser, something
one,
a bit more lightweight.
You know, they read the spec. I like torque. Well, they gave me all the torque you can get in the world. I did love it. I'm so glad I've ridden it. If I ever get grandchildren, I'll be able to. I rode a Rocket 3 back in the war.
Charlie, let me stop you there. Yeah. This is all about first impressions.
Yeah.
We've got to get back to base.
Yeah.
We'll decamp, cool down, and we'll talk more about it there. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Funny, we have cooks today. Me less so, because I'm into awesome t-shirt and you've been riding all day. So well done, first of all, and for bearing the heat on what is possibly the hottest ever.
Well, luckily Simon got the wind speed up a bit on some of the stretches.
Oh, right. So the turbulence
with my
helped.
mesh jacket, I felt a bit cool.
You'll give me a reputation, watch it.
Before we crack on into the 3 bikes, just got to say that obviously, as we mentioned earlier on, we've got Bridgestone and K&N who are sponsoring us. They're going to give you goodie bags, hurrah, t-shirts, and hopefully
wonderful
branded fans maybe.
Ooh,
but you've also got the jeopardy of, if you choose one of these bikes, you've got K&N will support you with filters all round and cleaner kit, and Bridgestone will give you a new set of tyres and or a big travel bag.
Yeah.
Bear that in mind.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is work through the bikes 1, 2, 3 and pros and cons of each.
Yeah, so if we start the pros and cons of the the NT1100.
He did on purpose.
Pros, really astonishingly good wind protection given its frontal area. Pros, Nice torquey engine. I mean, really, the parallel twin 270. It's the modern engine de nos jours, and it is. It might be the Africa twin engine, but it's successful in both because of that. I think the other Pro, it had the torque that I was looking for. Really, it's not. I didn't have to push it to ride it. So unlike ones where you're constantly having to keep it up in the power zone, to achieve anything. So yeah, nice, comfortable ride. Good space on it as well.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
space.
Cons, traditionally easier to come up with things that you don't like about a bike than things that you do like about. So what are the 3 things about the Honda that you don't like?
I think even before I rode the other two, I didn't feel it was quite as nimble. I mean, obviously the Rocket is a different kind of nimble.
Yeah.
But it's
not agile enough.
But it was the first bike I've ridden today, and I think getting used to it, it would be a bit more chuckable. But keeping up with you on your Ninja, that was a bit more challenging. I felt myself going a bit wide on occasion. It's a much taller bike, It is taller. It's not an adventure bike, but it's got that bit of DNA in it.
Because you did mention the handlebars were surprisingly wide, I think.
Surprisingly wide handlebars.
Yeah.
And I guess, for the handling, I mean, again, I've just come off my old R850 with a telelever front end. It's a little bit remote. Very interesting riding the RT after that, because it's much less remote. It's got all the pluses.
A couple more cons for the Honda.
Couple more cons for the Honda. It is a white bike, but it's got a lot of red. That's just a personal.
That's what I was aiming for. I was waiting for the red prejudice to come flying out.
It's a personal foible.
Have we made this clear that it's because you crashed a red bike once a long time ago? Can we say that?
Yeah.
Because I just did.
I crashed very badly.
You're allowed to have a motorcycling superstition.
Well, that's what I kind of figured, and I did have a very bad crash.
But no red bikes.
No red bikes.
Or red-in bikes. Okay, well, that's the Honda.
Yeah.
Let's move on then. So we had the BMW R1200 RT. I thought that was going to fit you absolutely perfectly. And
it's such the logical progression from what I've been on. It's obviously what I've been looking at. I did want to come on here because, I mean, one bloke on the internet doesn't necessarily see as many bikes as you guys see. So, you really pitched a great one there, Simon, with the NT. But it was a really obvious one. I mean, I did perhaps lean on you a bit by saying I wasn't really into an adventure bike, so you kind of won on that one as well in terms of getting adventure DNA under my backside.
Truth.
But then again, just for the kind of riding I'm wanting to do, the trip to Vienna, the trip to go and see my other daughter in the West Country. I mean, the wing protection on the NT was, but this, it's a different level. I mean, with the screen up, I didn't, because we were doing that short run earlier, didn't put my earplugs in, down the M23, didn't need them.
Yeah.
Just genuinely didn't need them. That's hugely attractive for an old man like me.
What other pros?
Boxer Twin.
Boxer Twin, very familiar,
shaft drive.
lovely torque, really nice, gentle delivery, and then you open it up and cams lift or whatever it is, and suddenly you've really got push up your backside. That's lovely. That's so useful on those bits of busy motorway that we did. But it's also lovely when you're coming around a corner on a smaller, country road and you think, well, out of this corner a bit quicker. It's there. It's just there. You don't really have to knock it down too many. Is it cogs? Shafts.
That's called bands.
Yeah.
One more pro then.
I think the luggage is just a no-brainer. I mean, it's not on them now, but the panniers on the NT look quite slim. But, you said, you can fit a full face helmet.
And we tested it.
And we tested it. It just looked, and if I'm going to go out and see Kate or Anna for a bit, I've got a week's worth of luggage minimum.
I must admit that I have had that trip to Vienna in my head all day.
Yeah.
Equally, I'd appreciate it's just one trip, but you've got so much other stuff you can do with this bike, and I haven't quite...
Totally. I'm the governor of the hospital. I have meetings once or twice a month. I ride down, and it's about an hour there and about an hour back.
Right.
I'd like to do it through all weathers. On the R850, that can be a little bit more challenging on that. Bring it on.
What are the downsides?
Downsides are... It's almost my price range is the downside. The more modern, the 1250 RTs, they've come through, they're out of my price range still. The 1300 RT, that's a lottery win that I need, or a good day at the races or the dogs. The 1200s, I've got a superb BMW specialist engineer, Mark Holden. He's given me so much advice. The sweet years are a little bit later than this, because as you go through model cycles, each update introduces new things, then they need to bed in and stuff. So that bike is well within my budget, isn't it?
6290.
6290. And I'm just wondering, I probably ought to be thinking that model, but spend a bit more.
Yeah, get a younger one, or
Get a younger one, or even if possible, one that's still got some warranty on it.
Yeah, it became the 1250 in 2019, so at least it gives you food for thought. That's 2050, that one.
I mean, and that's a great leap forward, given that my R850 is 20 this year.
Just when you thought that the RT was big,
Yeah.
along comes the Rocket 3, the behemoth.
I was scared.
I love your initial reaction when you got off.
It really was. It's sort of like, oh.
Well, first off, I mean, you said you wanted a cruiser, or you wanted to try a cruiser.
I wanted to try a cruiser. I wasn't expecting quite so much cruiser. I mean, as I said at the roadside bit, you know, how was it? You asked me how was it on the motor. I said, it's great. Lorries were scared of me. You know.
You were thinking of a Triumph Thunderbird, weren't you, as your kind of...
I had that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had that in mind because reading all the reviews, it's got a good reputation for handling, but it's got the space. I kind of need space. My R850, I love it. It's quite a compact bike. There's a lot more space. The Honda, the NT, massive. Really loads of room, really easy. You could see yourself doing, you know, a 6-8 hour day of riding if you needed to, and not getting too. But I think it would start to eat in, because this is just more comfortable.
Sure. So that's a bit of
more comfortable.
It sounds like we've got some cons there for the Triumph.
Cons for the Triumph. Any pros? Yeah, I mean, again, trying to keep up with Mr. Hargreaves on the way back. It actually handles in its own unique way, but actually, I mean, it really would take an Arctic to move it off its line.
Yeah.
It's got so much rubber on the ground at the back. I hadn't realised quite how much you could lean it. I've had the hour on it. I think, you know, is it what I need for what my original spec of visiting daughters at university and doing my commute to and from? I mean, I love it. I hate it. I love it.
We described it as a bucket list bike, didn't we? We said it was something that you've had the experience of riding one now.
Yeah.
My interesting thing is, okay, a cruiser was an option. Has this sort of basically said to you, actually, do you know what, cruisers, they're off the menu now? For what I want, not a cruiser.
In terms of the seating position for me, I did feel quite curved in my back. But it's a damn hot day, and that's the third bike I rode. I think there was the Thunderbird here, which has got the seat. I had to sit on it at lunchtime. And, you know, so...
Would you try it? Would you try another cruiser then?
I think I would.
In your search?
I think I would, but I think I want to get on now and buy what I want.
An RT?
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
I was so very close to not choosing the RT for you. I had in my hands the keys for a Tiger 900.
Yeah.
But it dawned on me that two reasons. One, you specifically talked about the adventure, or in fact, you didn't want to go down that adventure route.
Yeah.
So I was so close to getting that Tiger 900 out for you.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be perfect in every way.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it's
a
tall,
really
and it's
lovely
narrow,
bike.
and I think it would have been fab. And then just something thought, right, I've got to stick with what I think you actually really do want. And I think as a conclusion, you've probably nailed it already.
I think it's the key is the luggage, really. Actually, I mean, they're all fine bikes. I think the demerit for this Rocket, I would be then spending more to get bags, panniers, rear pack, bigger screen.
Physiotherapy.
Physio, chiropractor.
Yeah.
So on this occasion, but I'm never going to forget it.
Of these three bikes,
Yeah.
what's your favourite? If you had to choose one to go to Vienna on right now.
It would probably be the RT, yeah. But I'd be riding all the way
2-1?
there.
It's 2-0.
2-0?
I'd be riding all of the way there, wondering, could I change it for an NT and ride the NT back to back?
Oh, okay.
Is that okay,
that's
Simon?
interesting.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, it's a really compelling bike. My mate Phil, he's had two. You know, he just swears by them, and I see why.
Yeah.
I totally see why. It's a really, really good bike.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Keep us up to date, won't you?
I
Tell us what
absolutely
you
will.
end up with.
Yeah.
I'm
Tell
really
us
intrigued.
when you buy the RT.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great to get one from here and, complete the show. But I think, it's the market.
They do have other RTs at other branches.
I'm going to look. The manager has
made that point. Good.
He said, very lovely having you here. And of course I'll look. Yeah. Of course I'll look. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you guys so much. It's
Thank
been
you.
great fun. Thanks for
It's been good
lunch.
fun.
Thanks for making me ride a rocket.
And good riding.
Yeah, well
Thank
done.
you.
Yeah, well ridden.
Yeah, no, I actually enjoyed that. It's given me a lot of confidence.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to do some more training.
There we are. It feels like a bit of a hollow victory. It was fairly an obvious choice, the RT on my behalf. It was quite plain to see that he wanted to stick with BMW. He was a fan. I think he was desperate to try the RT too. I almost wanted to stick to my guns and stick him on that the Tiger 900. I think he'd have really liked that, but equally he'd have been regretting not trying the RT. The Rocket 3 was definitely a wild card in every sense of the word, and I'm pleased that he got on well with it. I think he's delighted that he's tried it. I don't think it's what he'll end up with. Although, of course, there was a new shape that came out in 2019, I think it was, that took it up to a 2.5 litre. He might find that a bit more interesting. You never know. But by the end of this show, in the voiceover at the end, I shall let you know what Charlie ended up with. Don't forget, if you want to be part of this programme, then send me an email. The address is enquiries@bikesocial.co.uk. I also want to mention the Bike Club, Bennetts Bike Club. So it's like a social media site that we made, all for us, all about motorcycling. So don't forget to come and find us there. It's free to join up. All you need is an email address. Bike Club, Bennetts Bike Club, that's all you need to search for. Great, okay, well thanks for coming along, thanks for being with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Oh, that was a rubbish clap. Bit lame. Sweaty clap. Oh, that sounds like a disease. Oh, I've got squeaky shoes. You won't be able to pick it up though.
I'm starting. It's my bag. My bag. Is my helmet all right there, or do you want me to shift it?
So I'll start and I'll finish, and we'll go from here to Gary, but then to the wild card. Welcome to another episode of What Bike Next?
Let's do it again.
Why?
Because Simon was kind of just...
Oh.
Oh no, I sort of did that deliberately, but no,
Oh,
we
did
carry
you?
on.
Rawhide.
Amazing how small things have gotten.
And I'll
You
finish.
starting?
Too much battling. I'm just going to keep Bike Club member, BikeSocial member. I think you could cut that in half.
Yeah.